Let's work on the 17 words from class today. The biggest thing I want you to try to take away from this is I want you to try to relax your mouth as much as you can. I know it's much easier said than done. A lot of it is because you're used to the pronunciation, whether it's in French or in Portuguese, and how it's spoken is so that way the tongue creates quite a bit of movement as far as the curling of the tongue, especially in certain words, and are related, and also in having control of the R to stress certain sounds. And so always think that the R doesn't have to be curled at all in American English. Not much at all, if any. Most R's are pronounced with the tongue pulling back, and that's really the majority, or when your tongue gets pulled up to create a dark L, or is such that, but even then it just kind of moves up and rolls, or when we're doing a dark L in the back of the throat, but even then we really aren't curling the tongue at all. The first word here we have is the word stuff. Stuff. The research team gathered all the necessary stuff to begin the genetic sequencing experiment. The research team gathered all the necessary stuff to begin the genetic sequencing experiment. Try to remember the especially the schwa, whether it's a relaxed schwa. If it's a relaxed schwa, it is the most relaxed vowel sound in American English. Again, but if it's a stress schwa, it's still Again, they're both made with the vowel sound. The mouth opens a bit and your jaw just kind of opens a little, and your tongue stays the same. It's in a neutral spot. It doesn't move, it doesn't curl, it doesn't pull back, it doesn't do anything. It just stays relaxed. The research team gathered all necessary stuff to begin genetic sequencing experiment. 2, brought. The discovery brought a new perspective to the study of virulent strains of bacteria. I'm going to repeat that again. The discovery brought new perspective to the study of virulent strains of bacteria. Brought. Number 3, but. The initial results were promising, but contamination in the samples were skewed the data. I want to repeat that sentence one more time. The initial results were promising, but contamination in the samples skewed the data. The initial results were promising, but the contamination in the samples skewed the data. The next word leads us to number 4, contamination. Contamination of cell cultures delayed progress on the vaccine trial. Contamination of the cell cultures Contamination in the cell cultures delayed progress to the vaccine trial. Contamination, cell, progress, vaccine. Number 5, virulent. The scientists studied the virulent pathogen to understand its genetic mutations. I'm going to do it one more time. The scientists studied the virulent pathogen to understand its genetic mutations. Number 6, sequencing. The genetic sequencing revealed a previous unknown mutation in the virus. Genetic sequencing revealed a previously unknown mutation of the virus, or in the virus. The next word is catastrophe. Without proper safety protocols, a catastrophe could occur in the lab. Without proper safety protocols, a catastrophe could occur in the lab. Number 8, vaccine. Vaccine. The team worked tirelessly to develop a vaccine for the emerging virus. The team worked tirelessly to develop a vaccine for the emerging virus. Number 9, develop. To develop a treatment, they needed to test the effectiveness of ivermectin. I'm just using it because these are words that we were working with. To develop a treatment, they needed to test the effectiveness of ivermectin. To develop a treatment, they needed to test the effectiveness of ivermectin. Not for COVID. So ivermectin, we're leading up to number 10, ivermectin. Ivermectin is not shown to help with COVID symptoms and should not be considered. Ivermectin is not shown to help with COVID symptoms and should not be considered. Number 11, rich. The soil samples were rich in microorganisms, making them ideal for genetic analysis. The soil samples were rich in microorganisms, making them ideal for genetic analysis. Of course, number 12, because. They repeated the experiment because the initial results were inconclusive. They repeated the experiment because the initial results were inconclusive. As you're seeing, a lot of these words have a lot of the stress schwa. Remember stress schwa, as we mentioned before, relaxed. It's the stress but it's still, the tongue is relaxed. Okay? So, next one. Number 13, idea. Idea. The researcher proposed an idea to improve the accuracy of the sequencing process, okay? The researcher proposed an idea to improve the accuracy of the sequencing process. Number 14, Monday. Not Monday, but Monday. Monday. On Monday, the team will present their findings on genetic modifications. On Monday, the team will present their findings on genetic modifications. Number 15. This is a minimum pairs, 15 and 16. Sail and sell. Sail, 15 sail, 16 sell. Minimal pairs. I might do a video on that later when I have some time. Number 15, sale, long A, sale. A sale of high quality lab equipment helped the department stay within budget. A sale of high quality lab equipment helped the department stay within the budget. 16 is now sell, sell. Same pronunciation as S-E-L-L, sell, sell, sell. The study focused on how cells respond to genetic editing. The study focused on how cells respond to genetic editing. I'm going to say that one more time. The study focused on how cells respond to genetic editing. And the last number, 17, evening. The lab remained open late into the evening as researchers analyzed their data. The lab remained open late into the evening as researchers analyzed their data. I hope that this video helps you with the schwa, mainly words, schwa, stressed, relaxing your vowel sound, right? Stuff. brought, but, contamination, virulent, sequencing, catastrophe, vaccine, develop, Ivermectin, rich, because, idea, Monday, sale, sell, and evening. Hope this helps.